Hey y'all, how you doing? It's been a minute. I just wanted to pop on here and say I would appreciate if y'all would give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't matter if you like it or if you don't like it, just thumb me. And I want to let you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you, that y'all are a blessing to me, and that I pray that y'all have a wonderful weekend and you be safe. And I just want to let you know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Let's get on with the video. One more thing. I got to say hi to Mary Lee. I promised her 2 videos ago that I'd say hi to her, and I didn't. Oh, I forgot Mary Lee. Hi, Mary Lee. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got one of those long signs with the cuts in it from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to give it like a messy coat, like a heavy dry brush all over the whole thing. And then I'm going to take that stencil from Essential Stencils, y'all. The link to their thing is in my description box. They got beautiful stuff, rub-on transfers and all that jazz. And those stencil brushes, that's the 1/2 inch. Anyway, and I'm going to take elephant chalk paint from Waverly. I do take my stencil down and I hold it down and I pounce up and down. And then I do like a light coat. I know it don't look like it because it's that dark gray paint. But then I went over again. And here's the best part. Blah. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, ain't that pretty? So, I'm going to like paint the bridges together because I don't like those gaps in it. So, that's all I'm doing there. And then I'm going to take that same stencil brush and I'm going to distress with that elephant all over my board. Y'all, I love this thing. I hope y'all love it too. And then I go up the cracks and down the cracks. So, we're going to take that, I keep wanting to call it a fan, a windmill from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to pull that front tab off of it and then pull that thing out the back of it. I want that intact, you know, best I can. And then I'm going to take the blades and I'm going to lean them up all one way. You know how kind of like it, the windmill's tilted a little bit. Of course, I'm crazy, so I got to do all that little stuff. And I'm going to take steel chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to pounce it all over my windmill. It's kind of like galvanized, but it not really. Like, I just want it, you'll see. And then I do take elephant and white and metallic silver. Yeah, because I like that look. But again, it's not like galvanized. It's different. You'll see. So anyway, say it 80 times. And then there's the metallic acrylic paint by Folk Art. And then I'm going to take Waverly Antique Wax. And I have these stencil brushes I got at Michael's. They're tiny, and I've had them for about 15 years, not a lie, y'all. And I love those things. Can't find them anymore. But I'm just going to take and go down the sides where I tilted up really heavy. And then go down the opposite side like really light. And then I'm going to take... Thanks, Rose. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to put antique wax all over those bamboo sticks. And then I'm going to take another small bamboo skewer and find one small enough that'll fit through my windmill, because y'all know I'm going to make this thing move. And I take a drill bit and I find one the size of my skewer and I drill a little hole in my board. And then I put my skewer through my board, and we're going to see, okay, what we got to do to make this thing work. So I'm going to take a square bead. Y'all don't have to take a square bead. Take a round bead. Take anything you want. Take some popsicle sticks, drill a hole in it, and put it back there. Just enough to raise it up off your board so it will spin. And then I'm going to take that little tiny button. Y'all don't have to do this. You can glue the front right back on it again. But I'd suggest putting a little piece of wood like craft stick on it. And then I'm crazy, so I'm going to take and that same bit and drill a hole right through my button. Because I'm going to put it on the front of my windmill. And I do paint that in steel later. So we're going to take wood glue, and I'm going to put it like in my hole and around the back of my skewer there, because originally I cut it 3 inches, but then I end up cutting it shorter because you just don't know, so you have to kind of cut it to fit, you know, as you're going along. And so I put my bead on there with just the wood glue, and the skewer's in there, and then I'm going to take hot glue and go around it to support it. Of course, that wood glue needs to dry anyway. So I'm going to take that piece of, my goodness, I have so many of those, paint stir stick and a drill hole in it, same bit. And we're going to put wood glue and hot glue on it, and going to, you see, because something's got to hold that skewer in there good. So, yeah. So, yeah. And then I cut it off, well, as flat as I can. Those didn't work as good, so I took those. Those are staple pullers, but still, they work awesome for stuff like that. I stole them from my husband. And then I'm going to sand it down flush as I can. And I'm going to take a lot of hot glue and a piece of duct tape and put it on the back there so our skewer won't fall out. I do cut that down later, y'all. But anyway, now we're going to put our windmill on. Oh, look at it, y'all. Anyway, and I'm sanding down that skewer where I cut as flat as I can before I put my button on. And I did wood glue it on, but I didn't film it because, you know, sometimes we miss stuff. So I'm going to cut those, yeah, see, right there. And I'm going to frame that word home in. I got my new glasses, and with my stigmatism, they said I might see crooked for a while till it straightens it up. And boy, do I ever. I did so many things crooked. So, but that's okay. Oh, I take that beacon glue and I glue those. Anyway, I take that hot glue there and I tack those two pieces together. I need them to stay together while I do this part. And I'm just going to measure that out there. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I've been feeling terrible, but that's okay. I feel like I'm getting better. So, yeah, after I measure them out, I cut them down, take that beacon fabric tack glue, and, oops, lost my shoe, and I'm going to glue that down. And then, yeah, so I take a longer one to, like, you see, to, like, make it go down so I could see where it would have laid if it had came all the way down. And then I cut my pieces, and I glued them, yeah. And I marked each side so I know where to put them. And I'm going to use that beacon fabric tack glue. Y'all's like, shut up. And glue that down there. How y'all been? Anyway, and then I'm going to do that. I'm going to mark it the best I can. Y'all, I had to fit with this. You better be glad I didn't keep that in there, because I cut that one piece 87 times. And I'm like, I'm done. And it's crooked. So, anyway, yeah, it was that little tiny piece right there. Seriously, 87 times. Well, not 87. I'm exaggerating. I don't want to be a liar. But, you know, I cut it a lot. So, anyway, yeah, y'all get the picture. And then I'm going to take two little sticks and glue them across the top and the bottom of my little X there. And here, I'm just going to measure out. This isn't fall, per se, but it can be any season. So, I'm going to drill two little tiny holes with that same bit, y'all. And, like, they were 1/2 inch apart in the center of the center slat. Y'all see? Anyway, I take some paddle wire, floor wire, whatever you want to call it, and I take 3 pieces and I twist them all up together because we want it to be sturdy. And I'm going to put it in my holes right there. And then take any pick you want, and you can change this out year round. I do it with my key holder I made not years ago, but I made a couple years ago on here, and I change my florals out every season. So, anyway, yeah, I got that from Walmart for 98 cents. And we're just going to, I cut the long piece off there, and we're just going to put that down in there. And then don't tighten it up yet, because I tightened it up, and then I went ahead and took masking tape and taped it down. Y'all don't want to do that yet. You can use other things. Yeah. So now Miss Shelley Craig got me that beautiful ribbon 2 years ago, Christmas. And I'm always afraid to use it because I don't want to run out. But I thought this was perfect for it. So what you do is you make a little loop and then you twist and you take it out, make another loop and twist and make another loop bigger each time you go. And that bow's simple. And I have a video where I show y'all how to make bows if you all are interested in it. So, yeah. And after I get it the way I want it, I'm going to take some more of that paddle wire. And I don't double it up this time. I just run it through there. See, look at me, one hand in it. And, because you don't want to let go of that thing. And twist it all together. And then we're going to take and run that paddle wire through our holes also. There we go. So you can change out your ribbon and your florals every season. You know, I thought it was a wonderful idea. And I think it's gorgeous, and I hope y'all love it too. And then I put masking tape down to keep my floor wire in check. Fluff my bow a little bit. And y'all, oh, no, I'm not done yet, sorry. Oh, I take the string that was on it, and Miss Rose sent me those gray and white beads, and I put them on the hanger, and there it is, y'all. And I absolutely love it. I think it is beautiful. And I hope you all like it too. You know, I don't ask much, but if y'all would please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, I would much appreciate it. Okay, right here I'm going to take this tag from the Dollar Tree, of course, and we're going to take it apart, and y'all know I'm totally going to just tear the paper off this. I mean, that's just how it is. So, I just think it looks better if you start with plain MDF. It takes a little bit longer, but I think it's worth it in the long run. So anyway, and I got that paper from the Hobby Lobby last year, and I'm going to take my Podge. Now, y'all, this is really stupid. I don't know what I was thinking, but for one, you should measure out your paper and mark it to see where you need to put your Mod Podge. And I just put a light coat because I don't want my paper to wrinkle, because I don't dig that. Look, some people do. I don't, because I'm a perfectionist. So anyway, I lay it on the edge there, and I rub it down real good, and you'll see how dumb I am. And I wipe off that excess Mod Podge just hanging out the ends. So then, when it dries, I take my craft knife from Miss Christine Calder, thank you, and I cut off that excess paper, and then I paint it. Yeah, so paint it first, y'all. Just paint it first and get that out of the way. Anyway, so, and I paint it with that pumpkin orange by Waverly. And, okay. This is the first year I've been able to find one of those pumpkins, seriously. And I was excited. And you know my beads on there, one side's got 11, one side's got 12. And I almost took it apart to put another bead on there. But I'm like, no, let's not get that crazy. But anyway, so I'm tearing it apart. And that thing was a beast. You hear me? A beast to get off there. Anyway, I'm going to take that Beacon Fabric Tack Glue and 2 tumbling tower blocks. And I glued them in the center. And then I'm going to take hot glue. Y'all. Okay, anyway. And, sorry about my big bucket head. And I'm like, okay. So, and then I glue one on each side there. Because it laid down, it touched there. But the middle was humped up too high to lay flush. Anyway. And then I'm going to cover my paper with Mod Podge because I almost forgot. I cover the entire side so it'll match. And then I got this trim. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm not from Christine Carter also, and also Stephanie Pharaoh, I can't remember, sent me some too. Sorry, Stephanie. And it's got little hoops, and then it's like flat. Well, I put the hoops facing down on the bottom and the hoops facing up on the top. I know it doesn't matter, maybe to y'all, but anyway. And then I just tack it down in the back there. And here, I'm measuring out. I forgot to fill my hole too, but y'all, I digress. So, I'm going to take that paddle bit. Now, y'all, I use this paddle bit all through the video because I'm lazy. But I measured and 1/2 inch in and 1 inch down. Yeah, and then I make me some pretty big holes instead of using the regular bit. And I'm going to take my, thanks, Rose. I think she thinks it's funny when I do that. That Tim Holtz, that stuff. And I'm going to distress my sign. If y'all don't like it distressed, don't distress it. I mean, it's just a matter of taste. I like rustic looking stuff. And I found that piece of nautical rope. It's just the right size. Well, it could have been a little bit longer, but, you know, good enough. So, I'm going to tie knots in the front. Jessie is totally up under my leg, and she's dragging my chair, scooting me across the room. And we're going for a ride. Anyway, and, yeah, see, and then I just trim off that excess there. I know she's like, who are you talking to, crazy woman? But I do put a little bit of hot glue there to tack that down because my holes were pretty big. They weren't going to go through, but, I just wanted to be safe. If somebody pulled on it hard enough, maybe. But anyway, people don't need to be pulling on your stuff. So I couldn't figure out where I wanted these beads, and I didn't know if I wanted them up where I put the other ones. But I'm like, no, I want them down in the corner. So I take my Aleene's tacky glue, and I glue my half beads on. Y'all see? And then I end up gluing one over that hole up in the center because I just couldn't handle it. But I take that lighter there. I found that lighter and it has a pico on it. And I did show y'all, but I'm like, they don't care. But anyway, so I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue here. Excuse me. And a little bit of hot glue. And I'm going to glue my pumpkin down in the middle of my sign. And then I'm going to take truffle chalk paint by Waverly. Because it was too shiny, for that Tim Holtz hack ink the stick. So I used that, and I went over my letters there to say harvest because I wanted them to pop out more. And again, I just like that look. And I'm going to take a piece of it's thicker jute, and I take 3 pieces. And hold them together there. And then I'm going to take thinner, I'm going to run away. And I'm going to come back. And I'm going to take thinner jute. And I'm going to tie it right there in a double knot. And we're going to wrap our entire peduncle. That's what the stem of a pumpkin is. I learned that from Miss Bree from Bree's Arts. Anyway, and then I'm going to cut off that excess there. And I like when you do it like this. If you wrap it tight enough, you can maneuver it. And I'm just going to burn the fuzz off that. And then... yeah, I tried to smash it down with those lime pliers. But there, see, there we go. I think it's so cute. I started doing that last year, and I love that way. So we're going to glue it down, but I left the top of it up to pop up out of there. Oh, and then I'm going to take some leaves. And then, y'all, I like to take, if it's real raffia, and weight it so I can tear it apart real thin. But then I didn't film the little bow I made. And see, if you just tear it apart, it makes such a it makes a prettier bow. It doesn't look so disheveled. And I'm going to take those cute little beads. They're like orange. They got like sunflowers on them and stuff. I got them from Amazon years ago. So, and I'm going to put them on my jute bow that I had hanging down there. See? And I put a sunflower on a little sunflower. And I love this. Y'all, I was all over the place with flowers. I even got Brenda's... I was like, what do? I couldn't figure out what to put on there. And I love it, y'all. And I hope y'all like it, too. Yes, I do. Yeah, okay. That thing I've had for 3 years, y'all. And I could not get the paper off of it. I had to take it out to my garage and get my palm sander and sand that thing bald. Yeah, I did. Bald. Yeah. And then I'm going to take that, marker, that chalk pen marker thing from the Dollar Tree, and I like to take paper towel and run it over it and get it sharp so I can write better. And I'm gonna take that burlap and my pumpkin, and I'm gonna trace my pumpkin out. Now, this is not a good idea, so I did this. Now y'all won't have to. But anyway, first of all, I cut on the inside of my chalk line. Because, it's going to be, I want it to fit flush, and it's going to be on the outside, otherwise hangover. So, I put a ton of Mod Podge on my pumpkin, and, of course, and then I did set it aside to dry, y'all, and because mine was wrinkled and I didn't want to iron, I thought I'll just kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and so I decided to take my parchment paper just from the Dollar Tree there, and I wanted a little piece so I could go on the edges so I could see what I was doing. And then when I got it down, and I did it all over. Well, anyway, no, it started coming loose, so put it on when the Mod Podge is wet. It may be because it's a thicker fabric, but I couldn't maybe get that hot glue, not hot glue, shoot, that Mod Podge to melt. I'm sorry, y'all. You're like, what? Good enough? Anyway, just put it on when the Mod Podge is wet. But anyway, you saw I took that middle piece off that little cutting board thing they got the Dollar Tree now. And I'm going to throw me some really thin here. Now, thick on the pumpkin and thin there, because we're going to... I found one calendar, y'all. One. And it was on a shelf where it wasn't supposed to be. And that's all I could find. Somebody has tore... I mean, I checked 6 Dollar Trees and none. Can't find them. But anyway, I'm going to take that one for the month of November. No, I'm joking. I think I'm funny because it says hello October, you know. And if you have to explain it, it's just not funny. So, yeah. And I ironed it on, too. And I'm just going to cut off the excess. So, then I'm going to take Beacon fabric tack glue. I'm still laughing about me. It's my November. Anyway, and a little bit of hot glue. And I'm going to glue my little center piece on there. Yeah. Y'all, I love this one too. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just... Anyway, and right here, I did put a thin coat of Mod Podge on top of it. Make sure it's really dry, y'all. And I threw some on top of my burlap because I had to glue it down with around the edges there with that Beacon fabric tack. Seriously. So, yeah. And I'm going to take my Tim Holtz ink air and I'm going to... Yes, look at that. It just brings it out. It just makes it pop. I love it, y'all. And then I'm going to take Miss Pipberries, Miss Tammy Houston sent me from Happiness Created. And I'm going to make some circles. 3, you know. Yeah, just go around in circle. And, yeah, I struggled for a minute to get it the right size to go around. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave all that in, but y'all see. And so, yeah, just like that. And I'm going to lay them down there. And, and I'm going to take, and I'm going to fan it. I don't know what. I don't know. Oh, so I tack it down with hot glue, and I was fanning it to get it to dry. And I do that all the way around it, but I leave some pieces loose to pop up. And then Miss Rita Herndon sent me these Pipberries years ago, and I'm just going to take ones that like match with my pumpkin colors, like some yellow and orange, and I'm going to tie them in with those other Pipberries. And then I'm going to take, I think it's a little tiny boxwood or something like that. Wood, and I'm gonna put it all around my round thing there. Yeah, I thought about adding some yellow leaves and all that stuff. I just didn't. I like the way this turned out. I mean, and I thought about putting some little tiny pumpkins, and you can do that, but I just didn't because I really liked how this turned out. So I'm gonna take that fabric I've had since 1864, and I took and cut a 2-inch strip, and I just ripped it. And I'm making a hanger with one piece, and I made a bow with the other piece. And we're just going to take that Beacon fabric tack glue and glue that down on there. Y'all, it stays. That glue is something. I'm not even joking. I love it. So, and then, yeah, down at the bottom, I glue my little bow, and I glue a little sunflower in the center. Look, I didn't know what I was doing. And this one we can call done. And here it is. Look at it. Oh, my goodness. You would never know that stuff came from the Dollar Tree. You would not know that was a calendar picture piece or anything, I think. And I think it's gorgeous. But I do have a Pipberry going crazy there. Looks like my hair in the mornings. No, my hair is far worse than that in the mornings. Anyway, okay, we're going to take one of them little breadboards from the Dollar Tree. I think that's my last one, y'all. And again, I'm going to take that 1/2 inch, paddle bit, spade bit, whatever you want to call it, and drill a hole in it. Again, too lazy to change it out. And drilled a lot of holes in this one, y'all. And you could just take a nail and pound holes and stuff. I'm not that breadboard, though. But I'm going to paint it both sides in celery chalk paint by Waverly. And one side I sand down really good. Y'all, remember when you sand, please wipe it off. I usually use a wet wipe because you don't want that dust getting in your paint. And I'm going to take that smoked gray, I think, yeah, for Tim Holtz. I got that at Hobby Lobby on sale for $1.99. But anyway, so I'm going to distress one side. And I'm going to take these Rubble and Transfers, y'all. I love these things. Got them last year from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to start with that one. And yeah, we are. And we're going to put it down there. And we're going to rub. Put some pressure, y'all. Sometimes it sticks immediately, but on that, it did not. So I peeled it up, and I was like, uh-oh. So I had to lay it back down and rub. You know what I mean? So make sure you, rub that out real good. And then that little word file that was in the center of these, like, little, I don't know, y'all. You'll see. And then I take those and we're going to put them on the opposite side. I can't tell you which side I like best. I think it's the one with the little bird on it. I love the pumpkin side, but I just love the other side. But yeah, right here I'm going to start with those two pumpkins, and I just keep adding more and stack a little bunch. But see, I cut that word fall out of there. And I use it on my pumpkin side because I use the word hello autumn on the opposite side. And make sure when you're finished, you seal it with Mod Podge or something, polyacrylic, something like that. Mod Podge is sufficient. And then I'm going to take that jute there from the lawnmower, and I'm going to cut me a piece off, and I'm just going to tie it like that. And then I'm going to take some more jute, and I start gluing it to the side, and we're going to wrap and wrap and wrap, and then we're going to glue it down to the side again. And then I make two little teeny tiny bows out of jute. And y'all, I think these came from somewhere else, and they had overstock, and they sent them to the Dollar Tree or something, because I haven't seen them since then. But that little, it's 45 pieces. See that little set? I got that last year from Dollar Tree. I wish I'd just gotten another one. But it's got little leaves and mushrooms and all acorns, and oh my goodness, just the cutest little stuff in it. So I glued one to each of my piece of jute that's hanging down on each side. And here it is, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? Imagine that in a large size. Look at the little bird. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I love it. Yes, I do. And then here's the pumpkin side. See that forward? I think it's pretty, but I don't know. I like it awful well, but I think I like I don't know, y'all. Whatever. So here I'm going to take that vintage mustard by Folklore and that pumpkin by Waverly. And you know they're both Plaid products. And you know you can get that Folklore on Walmart's website. You can't get it in the store. But look, all of my stores have come back with Waverly. That hoobly doobly sold out. Gone. But anyway, sorry. And I mix a little bit of truffle in both of them. And the one there I'm painting in that mustard. And then the other one I'm painting in that pumpkin with the truffle. I put too dark in that one. I'm like, well, that's a waste. And then I painted the handles opposite. And then I'm just going to take them rub-on transfers again, y'all. And we're about to make... sorry, blah, blah. Sound like a frog. These are too cute, y'all. And it wasn't an easy task. I'm not going to lie. Rubbing those transfers on that little teeny... Miss Pat Boyer sent me some of those little teeny... Look at it, rolling pins. And look, oh my gosh, I think that turned out gorgeous. Imagine that in a larger size. Yeah. And then, oh, I'm going to take that, Miss Christine Carter sent me a bunch of them. I thought I had another one, and I don't, and I wish I did, because I had another plan, but I'm going to go back to Dollar Tree and see if I can find them. But, I know, you're like, what? Shut up. But anyway, so, there. Oh, and that's from that glass rub-on transfer thing, that word thankful. And then... that ribbon, y'all. I love that ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen it yet this year, but if you see it, grab it. It's beautiful. I use it on everything. No, not everything, but a lot of things. Anyway. Sorry, needed a drink. But, yeah. I just tied a little. Look at them. Oh, no. They're just too cute. Oh, no. I love them. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I amaze myself. Anyway, you see those two salsa bowls. I glued those together 2 years ago, and they just been sitting around. I'm like, what in the world am I going to do with them? Well, now I know. And I'm going to take that little glass plate. I've had it about the same amount of time, and I'm just going to take some alcohol and get my sticker off there. And then we're going to clean both of them really good with alcohol. And then I'm going to take one of them little teeny tiny pumpkins, and I'm going to hot glue it to the center of my little... yeah, there. And I had those little blueberries and little yellow berries and a little tiny pine cone and little tiny sunflowers and just little prettiness of fall and all that stuff. A little piece of a leaf and da-da-da and da-da-da. And fill it all in my little salsa jar there. Oh, little piece of eucalyptus. Oh. Anyway. And then, well, come on, Kathy Jo. Get on with it. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I like to take little tiny pieces and set little stuff like that in there anyway and have them sitting around. I have still ones from Christmas and Easter here down in my craft room. Anyway, I don't ever post them because I just think they're cute sitting around. I'm going to take my fix off. Thanks, Rose. And, sorry, y'all. Anyway, and, shoot, hot glue. And we're going to glue our plate down on top. And I glued this thing. Ow, my knee, crooked as anything, you guys. I'm telling you, I can't see anything. It's crooked, but you can't really tell that much. Here's everything, y'all. I didn't even show it. Well, let me add it in the end here. I'm sorry, y'all. I just thought it was too cute to leave out. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to ask again. I might ask 87 times if y'all would please like, and subscribe. It's free. And on the TV, if you push up and over with your remote thing, there's where you can lock on your TV and stuff. But anyway, look at this. I put a little candle under it. And look how cute it is, y'all. I think it's adorable. Ah! You don't want to see that? I failed. Anyway, yeah, seriously, sorry about that, y'all. My light actually hit me in the head, and I fell down. So sorry about that. But yes, isn't that adorable? And this, Brenda told me, and I started making him last year. I didn't finish him. His name's Gourd, because his head's made out of gourd in his... Hi, buddy. I'm aggravating Mom again. Watch out, you're taking my beads. I know. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. No, give me a kiss. No, don't lick me. I know. Look at how big, y'all. You want me to put it on the table like I used to? She's trying to get up here. Honey, I don't have nothing. I know. I love you, too. You're the good girl. Oh, no. Oh, no. We need to clip your nails. Oh, no. Yeah, Stop. Hey, look. No, stop. Give me a kiss. Thank you. All right. Say bye. Here, say bye. Say bye. Ah.